You ever miss those talks we had on the elevators?
No.
Come on, remember how we'd all ask you about life on the flotilla? It was an opportunity to share.
This conversation is over.
Tell me again about your immune system.
I have a shotgun.
Maybe we'll talk later.
Been years since I've been to the Citadel. Never changes, does it? No matter how long you're gone. Comforting to some people, I guess. Living in denial that all this could end.
Looks like worms. Dead ones. This a human thing? This what passes for food out here. My tastes run more along the lines of edible. I'll pass. I'll eat almost anything, but I stress almost.
I thought it might be nice to come back here and see how it's changed. But it's just like it was. Same dirty streets, same unrepentant scavengers, same revolving door prisons. Being security here is a terrible job. This is exactly why I left.
Reminds me of a latrine in purgatory. 7 guys came at me, guards and prisoners. Later on, I got them. 1 by 1. Split one's head open, snapped the spine of another. But I was slow. They got me.
You know what I haven't had in ages? Ramen. My grandmother used to make the best ramen. Delicious. Thinking back, I really should have stolen her recipe.
This is not unlike our stations. Far more inefficient. Your organic shells require more space. Information propagation is slow. Many voices speak at once. We do not understand how it functions without consensus. Perhaps study of other hive species will illuminate. Beginning extranet search protocols.
Looking for a little R&R, Shepard? It's a nice enough place. A lot nicer than Cora's den, anyway. I wasn't sorry to hear they never reopened after the Geth attack.
Keepers. Fascinating creatures. Genetic constructs adapted to work in Citadel. Couldn't survive outside. Unknown purpose. Wish I could have studied them. Had other things to do instead.
Even the Citadel, bastion of order, has dark places. Most people prefer not to look too closely at districts such as this. For my part, I seek these places out. They are a source of continuing injustice.
This is near where we first met, Shepard. Fist and his men seemed so dangerous. We've come a long way. Don't know if that's a good thing, but it's definitely more interesting.
You'd think Citadel security would be the tightest in the galaxy. I see no fewer than 14 fatal flaws a skilled assassin could exploit. 8 of them existed when I was here 10 years ago.
I know C-Sec too well to believe that's true.
Haven't seen a weapon like that in ages. I was working with the Grim Angels, a small outfit that saw action in the Verge. Came up against some Krogan, all armed to the teeth. Well, all except the Battlemaster. He came at us with one of those little pea-shooters. Killed half my squad. Damn good weapon.
Ah, Tachanka. Crude, dangerous, and probably radioactive. Let's get in, do what we need to do, and get out fast.
This is the great Krogan homeworld. This is the land of Kredok, Shiagar, and Viol. This chunk of rock is barely worth standing on. Never thought I'd miss the tank. Urdnot will make it better. My line will fix it.
At first I thought it was a waste of ammunition just to kill incoming vermin. Now I think if these Urdnot can pinpoint such small mammals with these guns, they'll make short work of an incoming invasion force.
Counted 13 guards since we came in. They afraid someone's gonna invade this planet?
These aren't guards, they're warriors.
I know guards when I see them. The less they have, the more they want to protect it.
These Krogan never die. In the face of all this, they just keep going.
Yes. Problematic at times. Hypothetically.
That's what we do. Stay alive no matter what, no matter who.
Wish I had that kind of stamina. Glad I don't need it.
Nice knife. Looks really silent. And it'd fit in my hand perfectly. Maybe when we're done with the mayhem thing, I could come back and recover a thing or two.
The Krogan chose to bomb their own world into this condition. The creators were not so aggressive during the Morning War.
We expected to get our worlds back. We didn't want to destroy them.
We are glad you did not. You could not endure the conditions Krogan thrive in. Yet the Krogan continue to live here when other worlds are available.
I don't expect a machine to understand, or any alien.
We stated historical facts. Perspective cannot alter them.
Krogan's hit by genophage, nuclear assaults, civil wars. Still survive. Impressive to see life adapt, continue despite circumstances. Inspiring.
Yeah, no thanks to you. Or anyone else.
I love Krogan. Passionate, violent. They burn bright. And quickly burn out.
Biological imperative. High birth rates mean less emphasis on each individual.
Inspiring.
Go away, a sorry slut.
I love it when you're angry. I'd like to come back here.
To pit living beings against each other for entertainment. Unforgivable. If I survive your mission, I may return here and instruct the Krogan on compassion. I'll need many bullets.
This world is nearly destroyed, and for the most part, the Krogan have done it to themselves.
You'd know about that, Quarian. How's that slave machine race going?
We were driven from our world, but the Krogan are wasting theirs. Perhaps they must lose it to realize what they had.
Some devastation post-genophage, but much existed when Solarians first made contact. Krogan had bombed selves back to a primitive state.
The Krogan are creatures of such pure, almost innocent reflex. How comforting to be at peace with the instinct to kill.
How much? I haven't bet on a dogfight in ages. I dropped 5 on the dumb-looking ugly one. Slow dogs always fight harder. I don't like this. There's no bookie, just a terminal. You lose the human element.
The Hanar forbid animal fighting. They think it makes you less empathetic to others.
One fight and he's out. Shame.
Poor guy.
Cellular regeneration on schedule.
This could have been avoided.
He'll be all right.
Organic views of less evolved species are inconsistent. Some consider them tools or toys. Others treat them like younger members of their own species.
I hope he's not really hurt.
Hell, shove him back out there and bet against him. You'll make a fortune.
He fought hard.
Really? We're visiting the stray Varan and the hospital?
He fought well. Soon he'll fight again.
Saeed, I've been thinking you look kind of familiar.
That's so.
I had bounty hunters chasing me all over. Sometimes they even caught me.
Nope.
I could swear.
Woman, if I'd caught you, you'd goddamn remember it.
Huh. Bastard.
This place. How can these people be left to rot like this? I mean, it's not like they're hidden. They're right here in their own filth.
You don't understand or you don't want to?
Does it really matter?
No. Omega has worked this way for a very long time. No one's changing it now.
What a shithole.
Walking around in this place makes me sick. People still dying, the strong still exploiting the weak. Nothing I did here even made a dent in this.
Drinks, fights, noise. These people think they're Krogan. Ha! I didn't think aliens could live like this.
Big selection of illegal shit. You could thrive here if you're strong and ruthless. I like it.
I like the seedier towns. They're prettier. They value their light. They don't have god-awful neon everywhere, like Ilium or the Citadel. Just the light of people living, moving from place to place. Just enough to know people live there.
Omega, what a piss hole. At least it keeps you on your toes.
We do not comprehend the organic fascination with self-poisoning, auditory damage, and sexually transmitted disease.
I've had to come here on business before. I feel like I need a shower afterward, in addition to normal decontamination.
Vorcha adaptation interesting, not just biological, social as well. Urban area adapting to them in return, large concentration. Hope they're controlled. If they attack, as happened near my clinic, casualties likely.
Vibrant people forced into destitution on a world filled with criminals. People come to places such as this seeking a better life. And when they get here, they find this. They deserve protection. If I survive your mission, I may return here.
Some of this reminds me of life on the flotilla. Cramped and crowded with no real privacy. And the people don't work together toward a common goal. There's no sense of family here. Just fear.
The last time I was on Omega, I couldn't find work. You wouldn't think an assassin could go hungry in a place like this. Seems locals handle that kind of thing themselves. And those who can't aren't the kind of people you'd want to work with.
Places like this are slaughterhouses, dressed as nightclubs. I shit you not. I knew a bar out on the front that looked like this. Me and some friends got stupid one night. Long story short, tempers flared, followed by pistols. We all got out, except my buddy Narco.
Burning corpses.
Must think burning the corpses will keep the plague from spreading.
I've seen a lot of bad before. This is worse. Way worse.
Guess they just left the dead in the streets.
Do they really think burning corpses will keep the plague from spreading?
Anyone else hungry? No?
I'm just gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
Is there any smell that doesn't make you hungry?
I don't know yet.
You might want to keep comments like that to yourself, Grunt. Krogans are unpopular enough already.
Plague control at its most basic. Pile the bodies in the street and burn them.
Ugh. And they call me twisted.
Over the years, I've grown used to the smell of burning bodies. That's probably a bad sign.
Ugh, I think I'm gonna be sick.
And now I'm engaging olfactory filters and anti-nausea medication.
Must be trying to keep the plague from spreading.
You never forget the smell of charred flesh.
Are those bodies? They just left them lying in the street?
Violence here could be retribution.
This guard got swarmed by prisoners with improvised weapons. He never had a chance.
He may have been a just man, or not. Either way, he kept demonstrably unjust persons from inflicting their will on others.
Prisoners helpless. Guard had power. Perhaps abused it.
Shows you what kind of people these prisoners are. I don't agree with everything they do here, but it's in the galaxy's best interests.
We've seen how power is abused in this place.
They're not just wild animals. He probably did horrible things to them.
The guards are heavily outnumbered without the force multiplier of automated security systems.
That alone deserves respect.
This guard kept maniacs away from innocent people.
He was their keeper. They spent months, maybe years, under his control, and we've seen how prisoners are treated.
I wonder what atrocities he visited on the inmates.
We were always told that Ilium is one of the safest places in the galaxy, until you fell off the grid. Don't let this place fool you. It's no safer here than Omega. Sign the wrong contract, join up with the wrong company, or walk down the wrong alley, and it's as dangerous as anywhere else.
Is that right? Because it seems stupid. Rules and words to hide how they hide. Fighting is simple. Kill the guy aiming at you. Here, there's no way to tell. Stupid. I can taste hate in the air, but there's no fighting. It's like they don't want to.
Too much to lose if they just start shooting. It's business.
Cowards with credits. Stupid.
They're not soft, just unconcerned. They only flaunt what they can afford to lose.
This place is one bad day away from becoming Omega. Lots of money here. Soft people who'd make good victims.
Jack, no.
What? I'm just thinking aloud.
If I knew you were contemplating something illegal, I would be bound to stop you.
That would be interesting.
You're picking the fat and slow from the herd. Where's the fun in that?
Depends on what you're after.
The Asari are how advanced? And this is what they do with it?
This is not the pinnacle of Asari development. This is but a face we show to the galaxy. Nothing more.
Money is still power. Same old, same old. Doesn't seem like they're so far ahead, does it?
We'd do the same if we could.
I prefer Omega. At least they're honest about what they do there. Towers, traffic, lights, and Asari everywhere you look. I thought about living here for a while, but everybody's so tight-ass. It's all about money to these people. I do what I do for the love of it. These people do it because they don't know any better.
The trade of organics is proscribed on worlds you term civilized. Yet none of you question the limited freedom Edie is allowed aboard Normandy.
You have to give the Asari credit. Ilium is a cultural marvel. Humanity can learn a lot from their ingenuity.
Asari building structure resembles hive. Tall buildings filled with drones. Curious social dynamic. Many queens competing for hive leadership. Odd feelings around Asari. Unfamiliar. Reminders of old fertility contract negotiations.
The people here are asked to sacrifice their own convictions and beliefs in exchange for a soulless corporate identity. I understand that kind of life would be attractive to some people, but not to me.
This is the greatest planet in the galaxy for those who can afford it, and they work hard to keep the Quarian fleet away. Very few Quarians ever set foot here. Ilium doesn't allow the flotilla to approach beyond a certain distance.
I spent the last 2 years here. I had a purpose, a goal. Now that I've accomplished it, something occurs to me. In all that time, I never looked at the horizon. It is spectacular.
Corporate security, what a life. Regular breaks, regular paycheck. Still not worth it. Killing on salary's too easy. I have to work for every job I get. Makes me really look at the job. Makes me care who I'm hunting. Otherwise it's just another name on a piece of paper.
Bleed rate on the containment field is reading 0.002%.
Shit! I just calibrated the array not 12 hours ago.
Well, do the job right this time.
Now you're just being mean. I'm amazed Shepard came down to see us.
I told you he would. I hear that Rupert is actually cooking some good meals lately.
Yeah, right. That scunner couldn't serve a good haggis if his life depended on it.
But all haggis tastes like ass anyway.
Aye, but in the right hands, it can taste like mighty fine ass.
Kenneth, do you think we'll make it through this?
Of course we will, Gabby.
I mean, as long as we take down the collectors, it's all worth it. Even if we don't make it.
Don't even think that. We'll make it through.
Did you hear that we are sharing our deck with a Krogan?
Well, ain't that peachy? I hear Krogans have a keen sense of smell, and they love the taste of jackass. You'd better bathe more.
So, Kenneth, did you know we've got a crazy woman squatting down in the subdeck?
What? If she touches anything, I'll kill her.
Oh, and the only thing she wears from her waist up is tattoos.
Oh, maybe I should go down and welcome her aboard.
And she's a murderer, has biotic powers that could crush you with a blink, hates everyone in Cerberus.
Damn it, girl. Stop toying with me.
I've got green across the board. The forward tanks are buoyant and elevated.
Are you talking about the Normandy or Miranda?
I'm talking about the one that's covered and protected, not bouncing in the breeze.
I don't know. Operative Lawson's uniform is very official. It always makes me stand at attention.
You're such a dog. I just heard. The collectors hit the Ferris Fields colony. Everyone's gone.
Shit! We're going to make those dirty buggers pay. Gabby, you'd say the Normandy is a she, not a he, right?
Of course. The Normandy's the sweetest girl there is.
And Edie's a she. Tally's definitely a she.
What are you getting at, Kenneth?
I'm just saying I'm feeling a wee bit threatened here. A lot of female energy, and I'm just one man.
You're such a dick.
See? Look where your mind went. I've got to watch out for myself. Be gentle on the rookie. I can't believe we fell for that.
Never underestimate Shepard.
It's so worth losing to see you taken down a notch. Shit, you play some mean cards, Shepard.
And I thought I had a good poker face.
I've never seen Kenneth sweat like that.
Did Shepard's teasing throw off your game?
You mean that pulling rank shit wasn't serious? Oh man, I can't believe I fell for that. Beat me at my own game. You're all right, Shepard.
Kenneth takes all again. But that was fun.
You're all right, Shepard. Most officers wouldn't fraternize with the likes of us.
Shepard is no ordinary officer.
Thanks, Commander.
So, Gabby, what do you think of our new Quarian boss?
Hush, she's right over there.
Ah, she can't hear us with her head in that bucket. Don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful bucket. The whole suit is lovely, quite snug in all the right places.
You know I can hear you.
Ha!
Garrus put some crazy tech into the main guns. It's almost doubled their power draw.
But they seem pretty wicked.
True, they're built for hard, fast strikes, not firefights of attrition.
Kenneth, what has the new shielding done to your power grid balance?
Not much. With built-in capacitor subsystems, they have a surprisingly low draw.
Doesn't that mean the shielding boost wouldn't last long under fire?
Indeed. Don't worry. A few tweaks to the forward capacitors, and the balance is back in line.
The new armor reinforcements really threw off the gravimetric profiles. But engines are good to go. I rebalanced the Gilborn coefficients and adjusted the anterior intakes on the second-tier stabilizers.
I love it when you talk dirty. I can't believe Gabby is gone. She didn't give up. She fought to the end. I can still hear her coughs. Each one weaker than the last. I'm sorry, Gabby. I'm so sorry. It just doesn't feel right without Tally at her post. The ship feels empty, doesn't it?
The commander has put together an impressive team. I've never worked with so many aliens before.
They're a small army. We might just pull this mission off.
Chef surprise again? Come on, Rupert.
I'm sorry, Princess. Filet mignon and caviar coming right up. Let me just get out my doilies.
That'd be real nice, Mr. Gardner. Weren't you originally stationed on Horizon?
Yes. If I hadn't joined Cerberus, I'd be abducted by the Collectors right now. Yeah, I couldn't take that. They creep the hell out of me.
Wow, you really dodged a bullet.
Did you hear? Another colony went missing. Ferris Fields.
Ferris Fields. Didn't Hadley have a brother stationed there?
Yeah, he's taking it pretty hard.
Rupert, there's something different with tonight's meal. Seems like you put in more food and less ass.
Yeah, keep talking.
Thank you, Commander. Rupert put the new supplies to good use.
I haven't had a meal that good in a long time.
I didn't think Rupert had it in him. I can't believe the Collectors were once Protheans.
I always pictured Protheans being regal, not giant bugs.
Who knows what the Reapers did to him? Creepy.
They've really upgraded the Normandy systems. Better armor, weapons, and shielding.
There's no debating now. She's better than any military ship out there.
Hawthorne is still in the infirmary, though I think his pride is more broken than his bones. He tried so hard to help Joker. I can't believe you took down the Collectors. I'm proud to serve under you, Commander.
Hadley, I heard about Ferris Fields. Any news on your brother?
He's gone. They're all gone. But we'll get them back.
Shepard and Lawson are on it. We'll get your brother back. And make sure the Collectors pay for taking him.
Sure you're right, Matthews.
So, Hadley, how you gonna spend your next furlough?
You really think we'll have another shore leave?
Of course. Shepard's forming the best team this galaxy has ever seen. We're gonna kick some ass.
We've got a Geth on board, not as a prisoner. Can you believe that?
The Commander's taken out more Geth than anybody. This one must be different. I've got an appointment with Shaira in 3 months. I can't wait.
We're flying into the eye of the storm, and you're thinking about some Asari prostitute?
Hey, watch it. It's not like that at all. You won't understand unless you meet her.
So the Collectors were once Protheans, repurposed by the Reapers. What a sad end.
Makes you wonder if the Keepers on the Citadel were once something different. I told you we'd tear the Collectors a new one.
Yeah, the Commander really pulled through.
Oh, she's a cutie. How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, you'll miss her first birthday.
Well, my family lives in New Canton.
Oh, that colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to Collector attack, couldn't it?
Exactly. It's most important that she have a first birthday. That's why I'm here. It's just too dangerous for them in New Canton. I'm shipping my family back to Earth.
You can afford that?
Cerberus looks out for their own. They're funding the transport for me.
It's the least they can do when we're putting our lives on the line.
Another colony's gone missing.
Ferris Fields, I heard. That's not far from New Canton. Did your family get back to Earth?
Not yet. My mother-in-law's given us grief. Operative Lawson assures me the transport team will physically drag them away if need be.
What's wrong?
They lost contact with New Canton. Might be the Collectors.
Did your family get out of there?
I don't know. There's no communications yet.
I'm sure they're safe. You'll see. So the Collectors did take New Canton?
Yes, but my wife and daughter left in the nick of time. They're resting in San Francisco as we speak.
That's great news.
It is, but I knew a lot of good people in New Canton. Our mission has to succeed.
Thank God Shepard's in command.
I just got a message from my wife. I've been listening to my daughters giggle over and over.
That's so cute.
When this mission is over, I'm gonna give her the longest hug she's ever had.
I never want to go through anything like that again, but we did it.
I can't wait to get back to Earth and see my family.
Ralston never got to hug his daughter. I'll make sure she knows her father died a hero.